everyone, and welcome back to Study Pickle. Thanks for joining me on another episode of my final series where I talk about how you can ace your final exams. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you my tips on how to actually study for finals. Yesterday we talked about creating a routine for finals, so if you haven't watched that yet, definitely check that out. Sometimes it's not enough to gloss over your study material for a final, especially if you want to bring your grade up. If you need to do well on an exam, your study routine needs a strategy. Part of the strategy of studying is creating a routine and planning out what you intend to study every day so that you're not cramming for the final. If you want more tips on creating a schedule and a routine for finals, check out yesterday's video. Once you've created a plan and you know exactly what material to study, the next step is to study effectively. That means focusing on the most important things and studying in a way that you'll actually remember the material. First off, I just wanted to say that the worst way to study is to read your textbook or your notes. What this does is it tricks you into thinking you know the material when you actually don't. For math, the best way that I've studied is by doing practice problems. When you do problems enough times, you start to remember how to approach each problem. It also helps to have phone numbers of people that you know in the class so that when you can't get a concept right, you can always text them. If they understand it, they can sometimes explain it in a different way than the professor did. Personally, I plan on studying the tests that we've already had. I wrote down some of the questions from every test and I'm basically making a huge study guide for the final. And as long as I feel like I can solve the questions and refresh my memory, I feel like I'm good. If you need extra help, definitely go to your math center or study with a classmate. For other subjects, you can take different approaches. If you're a visual learner, it might be best for you to create a mind map or a chart that organizes the information in a way that you can understand. Even if you make a flow chart and never look at it again, you're still creating those pathways by actively assessing the information rather than passively reading through it. And not only that, this method of studying also helps you make connections between ideas. My favorite strategy for studying is to say things out loud or try to explain the topic out loud as best as I can in my own words. When I'm able to explain something really well, I feel like I'm able to explain it just as well on paper. In this case, it might also help to have someone to study with so that you're not talking to yourself, but I like to study like this by myself anyway. Tomorrow I'll be coming out with a study with me video, so if you need any motivation or inspiration to study, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified immediately when my next video comes out. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Good luck on finals, and I'll see you in my next video.